I honestly started to get a little bit scared there. Oh my goodness, that was so hard. That is essentially what I just climbed up. I'm beginning to think this might have been a bad idea. Welcome to another adventure film. Let me tell you what's actually going on today. So, if you've been watching my channel or following my Instagram for a while, you might know that I'm kind of into slacklining at the moment. And I've also never been to this place in the mountains called the Grose Valley. So today I thought I'd combine the two and go slacklining in Grose Valley. So the place that I'm going to is Acacia Flats, and I'm pretty nervous because it's actually supposed to be about 7 k's to get down there and then 7 k's back up the mountain. So it's going to be a pretty big day for walking, and that definitely kept me awake last night because I was pretty worried about being able to have the energy to do that and then to film everything and to slackline. So I'm pretty nervous about whether or not we'll actually be able to do this today. We're going to give it our best try because I like to challenge myself, and I think that putting these types of obstacles in the way, something to overcome as it were, could prove to help me to become a better hero. So one of the other challenges for today is going to be navigation, because I kind of know where I'm going, as in I know like the directions I've got to take, but I'm not sure like what is what, if that makes sense. So for example, I know we have to turn right down Short Ridge Pass, but I'm pretty sure that this pass over here, see there's a trail here and a trail that goes off there. I don't think that that's the one we want. I think we want to keep going this way. So I'm going to have to figure out exactly where I am, but I'm pretty sure we want to get to Lockley's Pylon first, which is down that track that I showed you. So we want to go that way and then take a ride. Not sure where this track over here goes. Maybe one day we'll explore it, but today let's keep on going. Has been just a lovely walk out here. Definitely took a little while and a bit of ups and downs, and it's a hot day, but man, this landscape is brilliant. It's just, I feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere. And here we are at Lockley's Pylon. I couldn't resist. I came up, had a quick look at the pylon. It's a bit steep, but man, there's a brilliant view. But you're gonna have to wait until the end of the video before I show it to you. We want to keep going right down this path here, which is Short Ridge Path, and that's going to take us down into the valley. And then maybe we'll come back and see Lockley's Pylon later. Maybe at sunset, it might be cool. So this means we're about halfway through the walk at this point, and we got to head down on into the Grose Valley now. I'm really excited. I haven't been down in the Grose Valley before, and then we'll hit some slacklining. Let's keep going. I just stopped this little lookout point here, and I can see down into the Grose Valley. I can see the river running through the bottom there, and I know that Acacia Flat, where we're heading to, has the river running alongside it, and it's a long way down. I'm not looking forward to climbing back up this mountain after we slackline today. It should be a fun walk down, and it looks beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be a challenge to get back up here. But that's what we're out here for, is to challenge ourselves, to put obstacles in our way for ourselves to overcome, and to achieve a new personal best and to push yourself to go a little bit further than what you think you can do. So hopefully I can do this. Walk down a little further down Shortridge Pass, and my phone tells me that it should be about 45 minutes down to Acacia Flat Campground. So we're less than an hour away. And it labels the track as mostly flat, which I can't possibly fathom, seeing as how we're on top of a cliff and the campground is down in the valley. This is not mostly flat. How do I even get down from here? Oh, actual rock climb to get down. Whew. Oh, this is definitely not mostly flat. Oh, this is actually very sketchy. 3 points of contact. Oh, legitimately need a rock climbing harness to get through here. Ooh. What is this? Ugh. This is going to be fun to come back up. Oh, not flat. They call this flat. Looking down, there you go. Walking down here, can you guys just see like how crazy that is? And if you look like all the way down there, you might be able to see the path like far away in the distance, and eventually the river as well. This is a crazy place, and I'm very thirsty right now. Okay, so I've stopped just down here a little bit. I honestly started to get a little bit scared there, walking down that hill. It was a pretty sketchy path and like lots of possible falls, and I was carrying a lot of gear and a heavy bag, and I hadn't had much water. And yeah, I honestly just felt like I had to keep powering through. I'm beginning to think this might have been a bad idea. I mean, it's lovely out here and all, but time's starting to get against us as well. And my legs are starting to get a bit wrecked from all this walking. It's surprising how much walking down the hill wrecks your legs. I'm still maybe only 2/3 of the way down the mountains. So I'm beginning to think we might not get to slacklining today, which sucks, but I definitely don't want to be out here at night time, seeing as how I have no action plan for that. So I may end up getting down there and just have to come back straight back up, or even just call it and go straight back up. I don't know. Oh man, it just seems like such a shame though. But I definitely want to make sure I'm staying safe out here. Yeah. Not the first time I've required more time than I gave myself to do an adventure. Alright, I'm gonna sit here and eat for a while. I've just been sitting here for the last half an hour, honestly. I'm wrecked. I'm concerned about walking back up this mountain and how much water I've got. So I think I'm going to turn around at this point and head back to Lockley's Pylon, hopefully make it in time for sunset. But yeah, it's a lovely place out here, and I'm devastated that I didn't make it to the campground, to Slackline, to the river. All would have been such great things to do, but right now I really want to be home. Oh man, I'm wrecked. Sometimes adventures don't go as planned. At this point in the journey, I really felt like it was unsafe to continue. I was running out of water, I was running out of time in the day, and I was barely halfway there. I want to make sure I'm staying safe when I'm out adventuring, so at this point I decided to turn around and climb back up the mountain, which is a lot easier said than done. Google Maps is definitely wrong. This is not a mostly flat path. The cliffs in the mountains can be quite sheer, and this path is a nightmare. I didn't film any of the walk back up because I wanted to conserve my energy to make sure that I had the energy for walking back up and maintaining morale, which was pretty low at this point. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculously hard. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? On the way up, I was asking myself, why am I doing this? Which is a good question. I'm on a quest to be more like my heroes. All my adventures serve a purpose in challenging me to think and act the way that my heroes would in hard situations. I want to place challenges and obstacles in front of me so that I have to learn to bring my hero mentality to them in order to overcome them. So the answer that I had for why am I doing this is because heroes never give up. They challenge themselves to go further than everyone else, both physically and mentally, to redefine what's possible for themselves. With that in mind, I kept on walking, and half an hour later, I arrived back on the cliff tops. Oh my goodness, that was so hard. Oh, I can barely even hold you guys. Can you see how much I'm shaking you? Oh, that was difficult. Oh man. I thought I'd be able to do this because I ran like 10Ks at home. This is so much different. It's just all the rocks crumbling under your feet and... oh man, I need a break. That is essentially what I just climbed up. Look at just how high up that is. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank goodness. We are back at Lockley's Pylon. Oh man. Oh, what a walk that was. I am almost out of water, very wrecked. My legs are starting to cramp up, and I really want to be back home at this point. It's been a challenging day, but I promised you guys I'd show you Lockley's Pylon, so we'll duck up real quick. I think my morale will get us some last shots up there, and then we'll pack it in for the day. All right, let's go. I feel really devastated that I wasn't able to achieve my goal. I felt like I was letting myself down and I was letting you down. However, I do think that I made the right decision. I was running out of water, I was running out of daylight, I was running out of energy, and the safe thing to do was to turn around. And you might be thinking, Tim, isn't turning around when you're not even halfway giving up? And didn't you say that heroes don't do that? And to that I say, this is just an obstacle. Let's call today's adventure a reconnaissance mission. Now I know what I'm up against. It's only a true failure if you give up on trying again. So with that in mind, I've got some training to do, because you know that I'm going to be back at Lockley's Pylon soon enough. See you then.